stack it, DOP. Make sure USD. Got them NFTs. All on me.
Yo, what's good, NFT City? It's your boy Chris, coming at you guys with another episode of the NFT City podcast. As usual, I got my boy Dom, my co-host. How you feeling today, brother?
NFT City, what up? Special episode number 10. Feel good, bro.
Number 10, bro. Feels good to say. And of course, we spicing it a little bit up today. For those that have been listening to us faithfully for these last 10 episodes, the beginning of the episodes, you guys usually hear this beautiful beep beep song. And we got our boy Shhmoove here, who actually was the one who produced it, made it. How you feeling today, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How y'all doing today, man? Hope y'all doing well.
Hey, we chilling, bro. Feeling better, especially when I hear your song, man.
Yo, let me just step in, bro, and say that, honestly, that song is fire, bro. Like, this intro, I can't stop singing it, bro. Especially the BBB part. That's what we call it here. Like, we've said it a few times in the episodes. And it's like, the BBB song, dope. So I don't know. Walk us through it, bro. How do you come about producing a song like that? Like, what goes into it?
It's interesting. It's crazy because that day that we did it, I was talking to you guys and we were trying to come up for like an intro song, and I was just like, I remember I had sent you guys like this regular like a regular intro, and it was pretty dry, and I was like, man, that can't be the intro to the podcast. And I told Chris, I was like, Chris, give me the day. And so obviously, you guys don't know me. It's my first day on this, but I I do music. I actually produce, I compose, and I perform music. And I also, I do a bunch of stuff related to music, Spanish and English. And so I engineer my own vocals, and I actually produced a song from my house. The Beep Beep song, it's by BFD Music. You can catch it on all streaming platforms. You already know. Give you a high. But yeah, I did it in a day. And the sole purpose was to create an intro to NFT City. It was for NFT Cities, for me, my boys, and just I wanted it to be like an opener for what NFT City is becoming and what it's gonna be in the future. It's NFT central. It's about NFT. In the beginning of the song, beginning of the intro, I'm just talking about money, and I'm talking about different kinds of currencies and NFTs and how we're stacking NFTs, and that's literally what we're doing. So that's just the gist of it. That's what went into it, man. That's what went into the the chemistry behind that song.
Damn, the way you said that too, like, I engineered this. It just sounds fire, bro.
Fire, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
So hold on. So if somebody wants to find the full song, they can?
Yeah, they could follow me on Instagram or at BFD Music.
Okay.
Or follow us, I guess. And you can catch the song on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Google Play, YouTube. The video isn't out yet. It will be out. I don't know when. We know September or whenever we drop it.
The only real ones know what that means, but yeah, I like that.
They'll get it one day. They'll understand.
They'll get it.
But yeah, man. It's
video shot in Miami or something.
Might be, or who knows, right? Who knows?
We got to take a trip down to go visit them, bro. Especially now that Hayes moved down there at the.
Yeah, I ain't trying to miss out on that, son.
Yeah,
trying to be in that video.
Yeah, we're all out here, man. Tampa, and
Florida. It's not called BB. It's not called BBB though, right?
It's called Beep Beep.
Okay, it is.
BEEP. Beep Beep. By BFD Music.
Like, that has a nice ring to it. But yeah, fellas, let's get to it. Today, obviously, we're gonna go over some top office office hours news and shit. They actually brought up a few interesting points, but as usual, Dom, kick it off for us, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So as always, they've been having these office hours. At least when I say they, NBA Top Shot, obviously. We've been focusing on Top Shot recently. It's probably the best NFT out there. If you're not in it, or if you're in other NFTs, check this one out. It's fire. So they gave us an update recently. I think the most exciting thing is the upcoming packs. I think I'll start off with that. they confirmed that they're doing Throwdown Series 2, a rare pack coming in May, probably like 2 weeks or so. We'll see that drop. More information on that. If you don't know what the Throwdown series is, it's like crazy dunks. So if you go back to Series 1, you'll see that there is a Throwdown series. If you look it up on the marketplace, you'll see a whole set and a challenge reward. I think the challenge reward was the Rosen dunk, but there's a whole collection of dunks on there that are pretty fire. And yeah, now we get Series 2 of that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say that how many Miles Bridges moments you think you're gonna show up in this? Like, there's gonna have to be a few because man's dominated the dunk.
Yeah, bro, he's super
Yeah.
explosive, bro. Yeah, man, he's definitely gonna be on it for sure. And it's actually interesting that you bring that up, right? Because that came up in the office hours. They were like, are they aware of how many moments they're releasing for an individual player? And so, you mentioned, Miles Bridges, and it's like, yeah, bro. You look at this dude on Instagram every single day is just like, the Hornets commentators going crazy over him, like, and so yeah. Oh my God, Terry! They be wilding, bro.
I wish there was an award for that, best commentating award.
It should
have
be,
to,
bro.
man.
It should be. There's the MVP, MIP, and they should have like, because it's true, bro. They're bringing mad energy to their jobs, bro. They're making it fun to watch Hornets game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At first I thought it was way over the top, but then I started messing with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like watching the clips and hearing this dude wild out, like, what y'all think about it? Because I liked it, bro. Like, it highlights the clips. Like the LaMelo lob to Miles Bridges when he windmills, the dude just, you could tell the dude's like flipping the table almost. Which is like, it adds to it, you know what I mean?
It's his dream job, bro.
Oh,
Or at least it feels that way. Like I feel
love
like you
it.
gotta be real passionate about shit like that. So that's dope, bro, for sure.
Yeah, I love it. I love the energy. I love the dynamic that it brings to Charlotte because I don't know. It's like you don't hear the commentators, talking like that or reacting like that to plays, and I feel like that's dope because when you're gonna watch a Charlotte's game, you're gonna hear him go crazy at least once, and that's pretty dope.
yeah.
And this is coming from someone who lived in Charlotte, right, Brian? Because you're a
Oh my
little
God.
nomad and shit.
Yeah, I was in Charlotte, but not not when I think the Panthers had lost that year to the Broncos, and it was just bad. But Charlotte wasn't what Charlotte was, but now Charlotte is Charlotte. Charlotte is looking like a nice city out there now.
It's popping now. For
Yeah.
sure, it's popping. All right. But cool. So yeah, another thing that also caught my eye about the office hours was that they kind of confirmed that some of these like packs or I guess challenges are theme based. And at first I was like, okay, like what do they mean by that? So for example, as you guys know, there's a Van Vliet challenge that by the time you guys probably hear this, it would have already ended. But we had a Van Vliet challenge as part of the Cool Cats for a few days now. And apparently what it was, the pieces to get Van Vliet were undrafted players like him. And when I heard that, I was like, oh shit, that's fire. But then too, my second thought was, Dom, you remember a few weeks back, like I think the Top Shot community loves to guess shit when it comes to the market, right? Especially like upcoming changes. So like, who's gonna go LE, who's gonna be part of a challenge. So, like maybe if Top Shot starts kind of, I guess, throwing out there like, hey, the next cool cat is gonna be this player, right? Like Giannis or something. People can just start speculating groups around him, like I don't know, people that got drafted the same number as him, or people that were in his draft class, like shit like that sounds real interesting, and I don't know, it brings a new dynamic to like how people will try to guess at trying to buy in the market. Or who knows? Maybe I could throw little hints like we did with that Tyler Hero that one time.
Yeah, word. Like go up in the Discord and just hype shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, bro. I think that's pretty cool that they're taking the time to think of stuff like that. It goes under the radar sometimes. Like, look, it went under the radar for me. Like, I wasn't aware of that. But when you hear about it, you're like, oh wow, that's fire. It tells me that the devs and the whole team at Dapper is like really taking the time. You know what I mean? And they really know about ball too. Normally when you build a business, and maybe you can talk about this too, Shhmoove. Like, when you build a business, if you're not passionate about it, if you don't really know the ins and out of whatever it is that you're doing, like usually fails. But if you're really about it, you know what I mean? Like that's when you start succeeding. So it gives me
Yep.
confidence in the success of this company and Top Shot in general. If they're so into ball like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like they have a good team, and that's what it takes, man. You gotta be into what you're doing. I mean, if you're not into it, if you're not passionate in your craft or in what it is you decide to build a career out of, eventually you're just gonna get tired of it. You're gonna slow down. But these guys are moving, and they definitely follow the NBA. You can see it. Like
Yeah.
they probably have a team dedicated to following the NBA. I just feel like I feel like they really do keep up with it.
Yeah,
Facts.
bro. Yeah, and they briefly mentioned it. They were like, yeah, we have like some like diehard fans in the team. So just think about that. Like Top Shot has literally people that probably that's their job. Like you're like the basketball guru, you know? You probably watch mad games. You gotta be on top of Twitter where all these people saying like, yo, go look at this, just a hashtag like
You
NBA
saw
Top
that?
Shot this. Yeah, bro. So it's like they gotta be on it, bro. And we're talking about highlights after highlights after highlights. So I love it, bro.
Yeah.
Sounds real interesting though that they have people specialize in that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them just love ball and just happen to be devs. You know what I mean? The guy that talks to us in the office hours, Jacob. Shout out to you, bro. He's a Knicks fan, bro. He loves quickly. I don't think he's that high on top end for probably obvious reasons, but he loves quickly. He likes RJ. You could tell. He just loves the Knicks. So that's pretty cool. Like, you know what I mean? They're passionate. They have the teams that they follow personally, and yeah, man. I think it adds a dynamic. You know what I mean? You probably give it more. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's on to the next point with this with the once you mentioned themed packs, I recall another point that they made is that another pack that's coming up is like a flashy and gritty themed set coming. We just had the Cool Cats, and it's coming to an end. Like we know it's coming to an end. I can't tell the exact number so far that's been out, but we're probably looking at around 20 moments, right, or so for Top Shot for the Cool Cats.
Cats. Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
about right. Yeah.
this is the fourth challenge. They confirmed that there's probably gonna be at least one more as well, and it's probably gonna be similar to Van Vliet, where it's like 4 regular moments that lead to a Cool Cat if you complete. And so that's it's been a few sets of those, or it's one set comment, the comment Cool Cat, but there's been several challenges to go with it, all leading to a master challenge, which you'll need, I guess, every moment for. So that kind of master challenge setup, there's gonna be another one, themed around flashy and grittiness, etc. Yeah, so I thought that was pretty interesting. Flashy and gritty kind of sound like, I don't know, it sounds a little polar opposite. I'm not sure what you guys think of that. The name flashy's like, yo, like wow, but gritty's more like you just hustled. So yeah, I think that sounds interesting.
Yeah, it sounds cool, bro. Like they gave like an example of like how like when players like we saw one recently where like Westbrook throws himself into out of bounds midair, but then saves the play. They're saying like moments like that will probably be thrown in there, and honestly, those are probably some of the best plays because that shows like one grit, athleticism, and like just reaction time, bro. Like these people that throw themselves into because you get hurt, doing some of these plays, right? And you're just trying to do it just for whatever, just to save a play, maybe score, whatever the hell it is. So I'm excited to see what moments they're gonna pick for it, bro. And I'm wondering also if they're gonna be recent moments as well, right? Or they're gonna kind of bring it back. But again, not much is known about that yet.
So those are probably the only 2 packs that they confirm are coming up pretty soon. That's aside from what we talked about last episode. If you haven't checked that one out, where we talked about a legendary playoff pack coming up, during the playoffs.
Oof, sounds good.
Yeah, bro, that one
sounds
that one
crazy.
sounds like it's yeah, bro, that one sounds like you want to hit on that one. And then they're considering 50-50 right now, legendary rookie only pack, which I'm assuming is gonna be really it. So if yeah.
Hayes better get his hands on that one.
Yeah, bro. Sam Marrow, you think Sam Marrow gets the second moment here? Yeah.
Oh no! I don't think he's gonna go that route.
Yeah, facts.
Imagine though, imagine they give him another moment. Jeez, God, see,
Like
they haven't shown him
legendary
any love after
Camaro.
that.
That would be hilarious, bro. I doubt it though, but who knows, bro? Top Shop is weird like that, right? So
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do shit whenever they want.
Yeah, Chris, I know you had another point to make. I think the last one I wanted to say was that they recently switched the pre-ordering system to pre-registering.
yeah,
We just found that out yesterday. They did a pre-register, so all you have to do is go to the website. If you follow NFT City on Twitter, you'd be able you would have gotten the noti. You hit the link. You can just click on register for it, and that means you're penciled in. So between tomorrow and Friday, I think is going to be a 30-hour window where you can jump into the queue at any time and buy that pack.
I don't mean to cut you off,
As a
Domino, but
Yeah,
also if
yeah.
you sign up your email, they send you an email too, and you just click from your email. I did it yesterday. I got an email and I just clicked from my email, and I signed
Yeah.
up through my email. So if you look at your email like me every day, you should be good too. I mean,
Yeah.
they be trying to look out for us, man. They're just trying to help
Yeah.
you make money.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think adds more confidence to Top Shot in my opinion, just because it looks like you're constantly improving. So actually, pre-ordering packs was also something new. You know what I mean? Like it was like last month they introduced that. So you pretty much got in queue, you bought it, and then you had to wait like a week to 2 weeks to get it, right? But it guaranteed everybody a pack. And then they improved that system to pre-registering, where you go, you put in your email like Shhmoove did, or you just click on the thing to sign up, and then for a 30-hour window, whenever you get a chance, jump in on the line, and then buy your pack. And so it's better because you get the pack delivered quickly, right? You As soon as you get in the queue and it's your turn, you buy it. And yeah, there's just less stress on Top Shot servers. They did mention that it's better for them as well. Yeah, so it's pretty dope that they're constantly improving. So I thought that was pretty cool.
yeah, bro, and they're doing it fast too, right? Because if you think about it, right, like going back to when we first started with this, right, it was like first come first serve, right? You were like rushing to the website, you were refreshing like as soon as it hits, whatever the scheduled drop, and the page didn't even load, right? And so you just start getting stressed out because you're like, damn it, like
Yeah.
remember we would be like, yo,
Dude,
do it from incognito, make sure you're hardline. It was crazy, bro.
those are the
But now it's
days.
like it's a lot less stressful. Obviously, there's the luck part of it, right? Where like when you go into a queue, you're hoping that you fall within the range. But I feel like I'd rather live with that than imagine 400K users trying to buy a pack at the same time, bro. Like, nah, man. So I give them props for that because they're making these adjustments fairly fast, and it also seems like they're when they implemented this, right, this new little idea, it was also to make sure that you could only buy one pack because they were saying that like
Yep.
in every scenario where they improve, where they come up with these new pack drops, people always figure it out. So like for example, imagine the last base set that dropped, let's say 100K drop, but you were like number one in line, you might be fast enough to get back on after that.
Mhm.
And so shit like that is what they're trying to avoid, where it's just like, you know what, like we're gonna make it so that you pre-register and you're only gonna get one and that's it. So yeah, bro, big shout out to them on that part, bro, because again, that hopefully creates more opportunity for us who don't always hit on packs
Yep.
to get one. So
Not only that, but also, you got people with bots. We're fighting against people with bots, and if you're just releasing packs like a wild dog, people are just gonna scoop them up with bots. So it's kind of
Yeah.
cool that they're looking out for people that aren't using bots.
point, bro. Yeah. That's a good point. I completely
Yeah,
forgot about
man.
the bots, bro. We had a whole rant about that last week too. So
Dude, that it sucks, but that's the world we live in.
Yeah. So actually, now that you're here, Shmove, we've been super high on Top Shot, and respectively so as well because it's a pretty dope concept. But it is an NFT show, and I kind of want to get scratch your brain a bit. What kind of NFTs have you come across or caught your eye? I know you're into music. Do you know anything about how does NFTs? I know NFTs and music can work possibly in the future somehow, or already are working.
Yeah, well, I've been looking at a couple of music related NFTs and just NFTs in general, but like I think that this one thing, you know me, I always think like past Mars and shit about stuff. And I was thinking, I was like, damn, this is a great opportunity for dead artists, like artists that died, to be
Okay.
remembered through NFTs. You know, like I was like, wow, like that's something that probably not a lot of people are thinking about. But wouldn't it be cool to like own a moment of Tupac or Biggie or you know, like Tentacion. I see Tentacion. They made a Tentacion NFT. It's one out of one. It dropped, I think, in March around March 20th. And yeah,
It's interesting. I didn't know
it's
that.
crazy. RTFK Studios made it, and yeah, they sold it around March, and so it's pretty dope. Like to think that you know, like that, a lot of these artists are gonna be remembered virtually, and I guess that's the world we're gonna live in the future. But it's kind of cool, right? Because it's like you know, your legacy is not gonna die. Now you're gonna be on the internet. You're gonna be on the web for life, and that's dope. It's like when people run into you, they're not gonna run into you. Maybe not on a book. Maybe they might have a couple magazines, but they're really gonna see you online, bro. And regardless of what happens, you know, yeah, you're gonna have your music out there, but some people are gonna own your moment. Some people are gonna own a piece of you, and I feel like a lot of fans will pay a lot of money for that. So yeah, I think that's dope, man. And
That's crazy, bro. I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that, bro. Because obviously, like, we all have our favorite artists and stuff, right? But I can only imagine being someone that, like, I don't even want to talk about it almost. But like, yeah, imagine like one of your favorite artists passes away, and then yeah, like you have the chance of like you were saying, you feel like you own a part of their legacy,
or
or like
even a part of
like that
them.
sounds. Yeah, bro, that sounds real nice, bro, when you say that.
Yeah,
So
like MF
damn,
Doom
man.
passed away. I think he passed away. I think last year, not 100%, but I think he passed away last
Yeah,
year.
something like that. Yeah.
And yeah, he had sneakers, so he had dunks, right? They had him a while ago, uh, probably like 10 years ago. And, you know, people own dunks. And obviously, after he passed away, the value on the shoe went up. And then, obviously, people obviously made an NFT about it too. And yeah, they made a MF Doom NFT uh, October 1st. Just great. No, he died October 31st, but they made an NFT like around this time. It's called
Okay.
MF Doom. MF Doom, no, MF Doom NFT Legacy Auction. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like it's crazy that a lot of these artists, a lot of these people find a way to find value in anything. I haven't seen that many artists actually upload music through NFTs, which I
Yeah.
plan on doing, but they're going the art way. Like I saw a couple of like NFTs from Playboy Cardi, and yeah, a couple of other people that released them. I think
Yes, I saw the weekend did something like that
yeah,
not
the
too long
weekend
ago.
6ix9ine did a couple, or planning on releasing a couple. Like there's a lot of people, bro. Jim Jones, bro, he made one. It's like yeah, bro,
Yeah.
a lot of people, man, and it's crazy. It really is crazy.
Yeah. You would think that it's crazy how you say MF Doom because you would think that the younger generations would be onto it. You know what I mean? Like experimenting with things like that. But it's crazy how even, someone if I'm not mistaken, he's like from rapping from 80s, right? Like that era.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure,
I'm
but
really not that familiar with
yeah.
his music really, but I think he was around the 80s and the 90s for sure.
Okay.
He's definitely
Yeah.
throwback. He's not like he's
Yeah,
not
he's not
rapping
current,
like now. But
obviously.
yeah,
Yeah, and
but
then
yeah, bro, not for sure. That's a good point.
and he's into NFT. Well, not him, but I guess his
His
estate or
whoever's
yeah.
handling his image or whatever, however the hell
Yeah.
that works. But his manager.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I actually hadn't really thought about how does music get on NFTs, but it makes perfect sense. Like it's art and just like a video clip, it's art, it's a file, if you will, and it can live on a blockchain and have the same kind of and I guess enjoy or come in with the same uh like qualities or benefits that the blockchain does, which is it makes something essentially you know pretty much live forever. it
Right.
it it validates that it's one of one or one of x amount of mints, which is that's something that you would want also applied to you would want that applied to so many different aspects, but especially music, right? Because that's also something that gets ripped off often, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna go to. Is like it's almost like copywriting, but it's not obviously. But it's like you're
Yeah.
protecting your piece of art doing it
Yeah.
because it's gonna go down in history. Like this is not something that's gonna go away unless maybe, which is impossible in my opinion, unless we get wiped out as humans or whatever species we are. But it's something that's gonna go down in history, and the internet is not something that's gonna go away, not as long as we're alive, obviously. And
Right.
it's crazy. It's like, just like history. It's like a different form of something that holds history, and that's awesome.
Yeah. It's funny you say that, bro, because yeah, I think you might be right that if we all go extinct, these NFTs are keep going on their own. You know what I mean? Like they survive. Like the internet keeps going.
Who's gonna
That
drop
little
the internet? Whatever alien race destroys humans, they're gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?" Well, I mean, they already have it if they destroy us, but they're gonna be like, "No, this is different. This is different coding. This is different engineering.
Yeah.
I want to hold this shit." Like,
These people are really buying these 10-second clips of basketball players.
or even
Remember
worse,
that-
kitties.
yo,
Oh,
yes, crypto kitties.
Or a neon cat with the one that's a Pop Tart body or whatever it is.
What
It's like,
about
what the hell are these people into, bro?
what about memes, bro? Like the
No, the memes
The-
are fire though. I feel like
that one meme that sold yesterday. I forgot the name of it. Let me look for it. The disaster,
know,
the
I think I
disaster,
mentioned disaster
disaster
lady.
girl. Yeah, the disaster girl NFT. So she made over $430,000 yesterday, or at least it was.
Oh my
It went
god.
public yesterday, but she sold that meme, this disaster girl meme, when she was a
Wow.
kid. Not, she's 21 now, but she was a kid at the time, and yeah, she sold that image, bro, a picture of a burning house behind her,
I
and
just looked it up.
it's crazy. It's insane.
Oh my god, bro! For almost $500,000, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
That's
And it's
funny as
I'm
hell.
happy for her because she probably fucking needs it, and I love it. I love that she can we're at an age where we can do that. Because I always
Yeah.
wanted. I don't know if you guys.
Imagine being remembered as a meme, and then
Right.
you finally get to make money off of it. You know?
That's what I'm saying. Like when I was young and these memes were coming out, like my name is Brian, so I used to see Bad Luck Brian. I'm like, damn, that's OD, yo. He comes up all the time on my Facebook, and I'm like, damn, bro, he deserves something. And it's like, how do these? I always wondered. I'm like, do
Word.
these people get paid for this? No. Now they do. He sold his too. I forgot for how much, but he sold his too. Yes,
God,
he
bro.
did. So it's crazy.
I was
man.
just gonna
I'm
say
happy
where
for
it
them.
is. Yeah.
Like Ryan.
Yeah, good guy Greg. I can't wait till he sells.
Yeah, that's
man, I
what
need good guy Greg to sell.
Yeah, we gotta have him on the podcast.
Yo, one day. I think
One day
soon.
we'll-
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
And this is also like this kid. I don't think he's 18 yet. I think he's like 17, and he draws these cool. His tag or his pseudonym is Ferocious. I don't know if you have seen his art, but he's made a few million already in Ethereum, just selling some of his art. And I
Yeah?
just think
Oh, ferocious.
there's two things. Ferocious, yeah, it's like
Ferocious.
ferocious, but yeah,
Oh, they look. Oh, this is weird.
yeah. I don't know. Can you pull that up so
Yeah,
the
I got
viewers
you.
can see it? Whoever's watching, if you're not watching, if you're just listening,
This is one of
It's
his
like
arts.
yeah,
Oh, what?
ferocious,
Are
but
you
instead of an R
serious?
is a W.
Oh, shit.
So it's like
Oh, I'm
he has a
trying to
list.
zoom in on this. How do I zoom in on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really bad with MacBooks, but dude,
Yeah.
this art right here, this piece, I'm gonna show you guys right here, is sold
Yeah.
for $550,000. This piece, that's crazy.
One of one, yeah. Yeah, if you're listening, look it up. Ferocious on Twitter, you'll see a lot of his stuff. And it brings up the question like I get two things come up. One, I'm super happy for, if you actually see some of his videos of him talking, it's crazy. Like this he's just a kid, and it looks like he loves what he does, and it's fire that he's getting money out of it. But then it also brings up the question that's like, where are these NFTs going? Like, is it when is it too much just hype? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I feel like are we getting to that point where it's like, all right, some of these things are getting out of hand, you know what I mean? Or what do you guys think? Is that happening for you guys, or
You can start with Shhmoove if you want.
I was actually. It's funny you say that. That's a great question. I was actually talking to Curizo about that, man. Yeah, I was saying it was like I'm afraid because I don't. The kid in me, you guys know me. I'm very optimistic. I
Yeah.
want this to be something that stays with us forever, but I don't believe that it will. And the reason and this is my opinion, but the reason I don't is because I feel like it's missing something. Something's missing to get people to fully commit and to fully feel safe about the NFT movement. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
don't. Every time I see like people, the Top Shot stuff, uh, I love it because it follows the NBA. You know, the market in Top Shot is impacted by what happens in the NBA. So that I feel it makes it a little different. It kind of puts it in its own category. But
Yeah.
the art side, the artistic side of NFT, what's going on outside of Top Shot, and Crypto Kitties and other NFTs. It's just you have a lot of these people creating art, and it just like I feel like some of it is overvalued. Like for example, like I was looking at now, and this is related to Top Shot too. But Golden State they released a collection of NFTs, and they're still going up for auction now. I think there's 3 days left, and they're going for a lot. Like there's one that they have that's a golden ticket. That one's going for around $17,000. I think about 5 or 6 Ethereum, if I'm not mistaken. But it's going for like $16,600, and it's like it's a someone that may not know what an NFT is. They'll look at it and they'll be like, wow, it's a video of a banner, or of a ticket, and it's like how could something like that hold its value to someone, to that person's opinion. But then you think about it, and it's like, again, this is art. You have to believe in it, just like people believe in Mona Lisa when they're paying millions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars for the painting. It's an art. It's solidified. It's virtual, but it's still an art. Like that
Agreed.
golden ticket is an art, and it was released by Golden State. It's the first pro team to do it. It's legit. It's an art. It has its own serial. It's a piece of history, and it's beautiful. It looks awesome, but again, it's gonna take that person. It's gonna take that fan, or that person that wants to own one of one or one of 25 or one of whatever cereal you get. And that's just what it is. It just takes that person and what it does for them.
I think the term that has been getting used lately, especially like in markets, if you follow markets, is frothy. I think what we're seeing is that there are a lot of valuable stuff in it, but things are getting frothy. Kind of like a cup of coffee. You got or I don't know, beer. Also, you got the whole layer of froth at the top, and all of that is fluff, and eventually goes away. But then the underlying is still, you still have your coffee. You know what I mean? You have yeah. So that's a good point you're making there. What about you, Chris? I think
Yeah.
you had a point to make, right?
Yeah. So yeah, we were actually talking about this, and we were gonna go deep into it. And I was like, nah, bro, let's save it for the podcast. But yeah, for me, I feel the same way, right? Where it's like, Brian, you said it best. And Top Shot has almost his own category, right? Because they control their own marketplace. Like you were saying, it gets completely controlled by how the NBA works and stuff like that. So that's really cool. But yeah, in the art sense of it, right? Like, and especially since you and I handle the IG page, we follow all these like interesting NFT pages, and it's like I'm looking at like thousands of new artists every single day coming up with the most random shit ever, and they're like, yo, selling this NFT for a few $1,000s, and it's like, that's awesome, creativity, art, but it almost just makes me think, it's like, who's gonna buy all this, right? Like, right, like when you were saying, right, since this isn't like the new fad and everybody's trying to get into it, it just makes you think, like, is the Golden State thing gonna sell? Probably. And why is that? Because Golden State is the one selling it. Why does Top Shot work? Because it got backed by the NBA. And so I think at the end of the day, like, even things like art and like it gives it more exposure to like people who are nasty with Photoshop. I think at the end of the day, it's gonna come back to that whole credibility thing. Like you were saying, once you remove that fluff at the top, people are
Yeah.
gonna start looking for like credible artists and like rather than just like this really wonky thing. Like I think people are gonna start seeing past that because that's gonna become the norm, right? Like this ferocious thing, right? Like it looks super weird and it looks cool, but there's gonna be a point where everybody's doing something similar to this, so it's gonna lead back to that, and I think that's where it's gonna kind of going, like credibility and some type of clout and fame, you know. So
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is find the NFTs that you can see have long-term value. And that's probably the hardest thing to do, right? In general, just like any market is like it's it's exciting while it's happening, but you don't know when it's enough, right? Um yeah, so I had back to Top Shot, there were a few things that a lot of people in the Discord of Top Shot have been bringing up that that the markets have been just on a downturn for pretty much weeks now. And although exciting news has been coming out, it's almost like the market hasn't picked back up. People are expecting their market evaluation when they go to evaluate market or moment ranks to like blow up again. So I wanted to get your thoughts first, move on like where you think Top Shot market is at. Is it bottoming out? What do you think that there's room for these moments to multiply again, or what do you think is a catalyst?
I'm ready for this. I'm ready to answer this, man. Oof. Oof. Been waiting for this
Prepared
moment,
as
baby.
shit.
I didn't mean to cut you off, man, but look, I've been looking at my account every freaking day, man, because oof, I love the way my account looks. I still love the way it looks. I love the way it looked in February 23rd. I loved it in February 23rd. That was my favorite day. But I still love it. I still love the way my account looks.
Was that the peak?
Yeah, that was the peak. It almost went to two. It almost hit 2 billion then. But here's my honest opinion. I don't see it going lower. I've looked at my account for weeks and it's been there. It's been at the same. It's been at that same point, and I'm at 100%. Basically, I'm at 131% ROI.
Okay.
To say the least, I don't want to put no numbers out there, but it's there. It's been there for about 2 to 2.5 weeks. It goes up and down, but it doesn't go too far from that number. And I'm liking that because what that's showing is that maybe the market's gonna stay there for a few. But you know me, I'm optimistic. I think that it's gonna go up. I think that there will be, maybe it's gonna be a couple months from now. Maybe it'll be a year from now. Maybe it's gonna be during playoffs or during the chip. But I see people getting back on this. It's something that's becoming more and more stable. I don't see it slowing down. I don't see Top Shot becoming less. I don't see the I can't put it into words. I don't see the content or their teams getting smaller. I see them getting bigger. I see them still making their money. And I see it running more stable every day. The app, the website, it's way easier to use now. The way they're releasing packs is way more structured. People are getting their hands on packs. More people are getting packs. And honestly, I don't think it's gonna lose value. I think in the future is gonna gain value. I think it's a matter of what happens in the league. I feel like something is gonna happen. It has to be something huge, something really big has to happen, for it to actually bring up the market in Top Shot. But I feel like there's a possibility that that's gonna happen, and hopefully it happens soon, because I know people want to see. People want to make money. People want to see their accounts go back up. And I'm one of those people. I want to make money, and I can't wait till that moment happens. But I don't think it'll go lower than where it's at. I don't. I'm gonna stick with that answer.
yeah, yeah, we had briefly spoken about this before, Don, but yeah, I also think we're kind of like at reaching a nice little floor where, regardless of like all these new things coming out, it doesn't seem to be getting lower. Like even like especially I feel like lately we've had a few stress tests and like we've seen right when there's like a large supply coming into the market, that's when you start seeing those dollar moments, and we're still not even there again, bro. Like I think the lowest now is still hovering around $4 or $5. So bro, I guess the only direction is up from here. But for me, what I've really been and apologies if I almost start moving the question around, but I'm trying to figure out what is going to create that impact for it to go up, right? So, in the office hours and a few times they keep bringing up that they're getting these certified ballers, right? And they even made us have that whole thing with a showcase where like if you get likes, and you have like certified ballers in it, you get like free money. But what impact do you think these certified ballers are going to have, right? Like I know they're saying that like Paul George joined recently, Karl Anthony Towns, like do you think these are the people that could help the market blow up? Like we have spoken about, right? Like a dream of what would happen if LeBron were to join this. Like, I don't know what you guys think about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna just quickly say that. Yeah, I have heard of a few people coming in. You mentioned a couple there. I think that what it does is solidifies, right? What Top Shot is. The crazy thing is that now if you're into basketball, just basketball, let's say you're not into NFTs or Top Shot at all, but you listen to, for instance, uh, what's it called, The Jump, or if you watch Stephen A. Smith talk, there's a few clips already out there where Stephen A. Smith will come out and say, oh, he just Top Shot or whatever. So it's like the beginnings. Even if you're not into NFTs, you're already getting Top Shot as like a verb. You know, right? You're already using Top Shot as a verb, and that feels like you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that the market's gonna explode, right? But what it does mean is that it's becoming it's getting into mainstream. It's getting into the eyes of just people that are not necessarily into NFTs. I was gonna say regular people, like,
Yeah.
but yeah, anybody who's not into NFTs or tech and things like that, you know what I mean, are gonna start noticing. Oh, you know what I mean, and credit to Dapper as well because they haven't, although they use a blockchain, it's not very apparent. So it seems like its own tool that doesn't really work around the idea of NFT. Even though it doesn't feel like it. You know what I mean? The interactions are smooth, and so I think that's what's translated over. So if you're into ball, you're gonna start seeing people that are not necessarily into NFTs coming in, and slowly, probably maybe some of the crypto people that we saw here earlier are moving on maybe to the next thing, but the real fan base, the real hodlers, if you will, are gonna be the people that are passionate about the thing, and those will be genuine collectors and NBA fans, right? And if those are the people behind your market, right, buying your thing, then you're gonna get less selling. So maybe some of the floor that we're seeing right now, it's attributed to having, because the count hasn't decreased, right? We're constantly seeing the number of people joining the Discord and joining Top Shot come up, and the fact that the market's staying put, if you will, it kind of tells me, okay, maybe we hit the manic phase, we got super exuberance, we super excited, and then the people that wanted out, that just wanted the quick buck, have gone out, and now what remains are actual genuine collectors, and I think that attributes to it. So yeah, I think it's a combination of new people like certified ballers coming in, actual NBA players coming in, and it being in the media, but also the fact that now we're getting people that actually want to hold these moments and have value in them, and not just want to flip them. So I jumped the gun on answering that question, but
I
I'm
like
gonna
that, bro.
yeah.
I like that. What about you, Shhmoove? What you was thinking about it, bro?
I mean, I it's very interesting how marketing works, and I think that Top Shot, like I said, going back to what I was saying earlier, like I feel like you get enough people talking about it with a loyal fan base, right? You get all these basketball players to start talking about it, promoting it. You get people like Stephen A. Smith. You get people that have a loyal fan base, and it almost creates another it's almost like a commercial, where you expose all these people that maybe weren't following it before, and are like, oh shit, what's Top Shot, right? And so I feel like that would help. Obviously, it's gonna help the marketplace for Top Shot, but I don't think that it's gonna go back to the way it was earlier this year in February. I don't think it's gonna go up to that extent, but I feel like what it will create is it will get it flowing again to where you're seeing the market move upward, and get bullish. And what I think will, in my opinion, what I think is going to happen is you get enough of these, big time leaders in the ball in the NBA to publicly talk about this, or just give them a shout out. And then next thing you know, a big ass moment happens later in the year. A crazy moment happens, and they sell that on Top Shot, and it sells for fucking $1 million. Excuse my language. It sells, for $1 million, or it sells for who knows, right? And then people start looking. They're like, wow, this sells for $1 million. Holy shit, what is this? And then you get that whole wave of people again that comes into a whole new website, because now they're gonna see the difference, and they're gonna see how well maintained this website actually is, and how it's bettered over the few months that we've used it, And I think that that's what's ultimately gonna happen in that regard.
Okay, cool. But actually, to even latch onto that question, right? Because I think just even hovering around the idea of the market, there is one other thing that came up recently that is almost actually a little concerning. And so if you actually look up NBA Top Shot, one of the first things you'll see is the CNN wrote like an article about basically, you can almost indirectly say they were almost pointing towards is NBA Top Shot a scam? And why is that, right? They were saying that a lot of people are complaining about not being able to withdraw their money, and everybody. I mean, I know you can, Dom. I was the first one to get it done. I don't know if you can too, Shhmoove, but I know that's like super concerning as a consumer, right? Because it's like you're investing all this money into these moments, and if they're saying in 21 days you can take out your money, and then it kind of takes a bit longer. It makes me wonder, like, do we think this is gonna have some negative impact on the market, or do you think it could even just force them to have to expedite the process? Like, instead of doing it in batches, are they gonna have to increase the amount of people they're approving? I don't know. What you guys think about that?
I don't know. You want to answer first, Dom, or you want?
Yeah. Well, the only thing I want to say on that is, that what I think is happening with the withdrawals, I guess controversy right now, it's probably just, in my opinion, from what I've seen, it's probably just mainly attributed to the current staffing. Like, I think it's just Top Shot, Dapper Labs doesn't have the resources to handle the explosion that we saw. And the interesting thing about the crypto market, and as well as you selling anything online pretty much, is that it's a new space, and it comes with regulations that are not very clear. You're not selling t-shirts, where you could you sell one to your customer, get the payment, you're done with them, right? You're actually now almost like a custodian, right? There's a marketplace. You're kind of like a whole Robinhood, right? You're a whole app that lets you invest money in, make trades, right? Generate more income, and then get out. You know what I mean? And then try to take money out, but you can actually hold it on a Dapper balance, if you will, and you can hold it as USD, not just as flow coins or whatever. So I think I don't think maybe they're not necessarily saying this out loud, but I think some of it is that they got a little too ahead of themselves with what can possibly be done, how to handle all this. What if it does blow up, right? They weren't expecting this thing to blow up, and then so many people request to take money out. They had as per them, quote, they had one individual working on completing identity checks for people and allowing to withdraw at one point. So it tells me that it's a company that's very ambitious and that, but the market hit them way too quick, you know. Um, and that's not necessarily a fault on them. The reality is that it did take a long time for me to be confirmed to take my money out, but eventually I was. And you can see that all over Discord. Eventually, people are. There's a lot of restrictions, and I think it's just because it's a new market. And again, they're a new company, if you will. They had CryptoKitties before, but it's not the same thing. All that works with is with Ethereum, and now you're dealing with a whole new thing. So uh, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, but based on observations that I've made myself and the way that they've communicated. It's easy to throw accusations out, but if you were part of it, you wouldn't get that feeling. You know what I mean? Um, at the end of the day, it's that, I mean, if you're gonna be a journalist and report on something, I think one of the main things you gotta do is get into it to see what's really going on. You know what I mean? Actually be part of it, and you'll get a sense of, okay, there's some shady things going on. They've actually been the opposite. They've been very upfront with a lot of things, right? And they've been constantly talking to us. You know what I mean? What other companies giving you updates and answering questions from the community twice a week, and then also like daily on you know what I mean? So it doesn't seem like it's something that's being, in closed doors or schemy. It's actually, they're very upfront, but they're pretty much saying like, yo, listen, we just don't have the staff.
Just to even stop you right there, bro. I think NBA Top Shot, if you guys are listening, I mean, you guys need to hire this dude. I mean, you basically like saved them from like a lawsuit, almost saying it. Like that was great, bro. Like basically, you sold me, bro. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that was good, man. I
That
didn't
was
expect
great,
that.
bro.
Holy shit.
No, but it's true, bro. Like they're very. I will say that they're very vocal about things. They're even on Discord. Like they have people dedicated to just talking to like the community managers, right? And they're there answering questions all day long. And then now they have the office hours where they, going at like the most important questions too, right? So, now yeah, for sure. I mean, I wasn't worried about it. Just talking about it because I think it's definitely interesting. But
Yeah.
but yeah, you should talk to me about it, bro. Because I don't. I actually, again, I don't know if you were able to withdraw yours, so I don't know.
No, I haven't even tried, honestly. I believe in Top Shot. Obviously I understand the frustration. I myself had a lot of complaints because I just don't think it's fair. I think that they should have, as a user, as someone who owns over 80 moments, I think they should have been more vocal about it in the beginning, because a lot of people were just dumping their money into this when everybody found out about it, and like they're just not. In the beginning, they weren't really like they weren't like, oh, don't put your money in here, like before you do this, they just had like one form that you click, and you just clicked on it, and that's it, and then you're just like, okay, I'm on Top Shot, but nowhere in your head, no one's talking about you taking out the money, no one's talking about the process, so everybody just kind of invested in it, and then certain people probably lost money, they probably wanted to get out. Same thing with people that made money. But it's as a regular investor, as somebody who may not be as committed to Top Shot as I am, I think it'll be alarming. I feel like it's a huge red flag. I mean, imagine Robinhood or TD Ameritrade with blocked withdrawals. Like, imagine them not allowing to take out your money from your portfolio for a month. It would be super frustrating. And honestly, like, I think it's messed up because people who invested high amounts of money, like when the market was high in February, most of those people lost money. And, some of them probably wanted to get out and sell their moments and get out and take the little bit of money they had left. Maybe some people overinvested, not knowing that they couldn't take out their money, or invested money that they needed for rent or whatever the case may be. And they weren't able to take out their money. So I'm sure there's a lot of, real life scenarios, specific situations where certain people had terrible experiences with Top Shot. And that's where I think it becomes an issue. Other than that, I mean, if you take your time investing and you read thoroughly through stuff, you probably would have read that you weren't going to be able to take out your money. But again, most people, when something's new, they think, oh, I'm going to make a quick buck out of this. Everybody's making money. But the problem is when something's new, nobody's taking out money. So nobody knew about this right away, and I guess that's what happened. And I guess now it's becoming a big deal because there's so many people in Top Shot. So that's my honest opinion. I mean, that's what I believe in it. And that's honestly, how I feel about
I
it.
think they could have avoided all of this, bro, if they just transacted in Dogecoin, bro. To be honest with you,
That would have been dope.
yeah, bro, you avoid all that. Just pay us in Doge. Do what the Mavericks are doing. Accept Dogecoin and hold it on your balance sheet or whatever you're doing, and that's it, bro. You would have had a clean accounting record. You didn't have to deal with any of that. Yeah, I actually, there's not much I want to bring up. Although, real quick, just I would be interested to know, um, off the top of your heads, what type of pack in Top Shot would you be looking forward to? Is there any, like, I'll give you an example. People in the community have brought this one up a lot. Have you heard of Shackton a Fool? I'm sure you have, Chris, right?
Of course, bro.
Yeah.
I would
So
love
I
that.
haven't.
you haven't. Well, it's just like they use Shaq's name, but I guess it's like acting a fool, but Shackton a Fool. It's
Oh,
basically
I
you've
have heard
definitely
about
seen
that.
it
I've
before.
definitely seen it. Yeah, I didn't understand that at first. I thought
Yeah.
it was like I thought that you named like a basketball player with a weird last name or something.
Oh.
It's like
Yeah.
look
So
at it this way.
Shackton.
It's like you know how like when we were playing League today, and like when one of us starts feeding, and we were like, you almost remember that moment, like it burns into your brain. Well,
Yeah.
that's what we're talking about for basketball. Because some players do some funny ass shit, bro. Where like
Yeah.
like sometimes you forget that these are like professional, like these are professionals, and like they just say fuck it, like Kevin Love did one yesterday where he was
Oh.
super tight or something, and he just like smacked the ball and inbounded, and he just got the ball stolen. He didn't even, he looked like he didn't give a fuck, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's bad, bro. But yeah, I would love for something like that because I'm all for the laughs and the giggles, bro. Especially if I can own a moment of it, bro. Like
Right, and I
that
feel
would
like,
be.
yeah, I feel like they'll go for good amounts of money too. They need to put Kuzma missing them free throws on there too. Shit.
Yo,
Uh,
I feel like we throw jabs at Kuz like every other every other episode.
Shout out to Kuzo.
Yeah, shout out to
Nah,
Kuz, man.
I
We
think
love
an
you, bro.
airball themed pack would be fire.
Oh, bro, that would be crazy. And I feel like they'll be unique too. Like I feel like there'll be somebody that will bring. There will be some way somebody will find out a way to bring up the value in those things. I don't know how they'll do it, but I feel like they'll be respected in their own category.
You would almost want like the best turnovers, bro. Because the free throw one's a little bit different. You just see them cringe and when it zooms in on their face, and that would probably be the highlight of the moment.
Yeah.
But I would really want to see like a really dumbass turnover where you like when they pass it out to a ref when they be thinking as a player or
Oh
something
Oh
yeah.
like
my
that. Like those are
god.
funny, bro. Yeah, man. But yeah, bro, that's I'm trying to see if there's any other. But yeah, I think you were on the money with that, bro. Shaq acting. I think they should 100% consider that. I'm gonna probably go into the Discord and throw that out there. Maybe it'll come up in the next office hours.
Oh yeah, and
Word.
as far as the pack teams go, I would love to see like a old school All Star team.
Mm,
Like yeah, legends team. Like a pack of
word.
fucking legends. Sell them for $30,000 a pack. Let the ballers buy those.
God
Yeah, bro.
damn. You don't want me to get
$20,000 a
one, bro?
pack.
Damn.
Yeah, where you trying
We'll
to use
figure
my
it out.
whole savings?
We'll figure it out. I'll sell a house or two, man. We'll do it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I heard you.
Which legend? We can end on this if you guys want, but which legend in NBA history would you want a moment of? You don't have to say the moment specifically, but just like who is the guy that you want to see a moment soon and own it? I think I got mine
And
already.
I have his face is it's just
The
I'm
name.
seeing him everywhere. Michael Jordan, man. I love Michael Jordan,
Okay.
but I don't know why I like Wilt Chamberlain. Like I think he's cool.
Will
You know,
Chamberlain back.
yeah.
Okay.
You could go down. I wanna hear yours actually.
AI, bro. I would love an AI
Oh,
moment. just cooking them, just cooking whoever. Actually, that crossover he had on MJ. Bro, that moment would be fire, bro.
Yeah, with
It
the boo
would.
boo.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a tough one, bro. I'm not like, yeah, I know me, man. I'm like a new basketball fan. I mean, obviously, I know about the old goats, but you know, my man, rest in peace to the goat, man. I would love a Kobe moment, bro.
Oh,
Like, you know what I'm saying,
Respect
bro?
it. I
Like that would be
respect it,
something that
bro.
would be fire, bro. Like, motherfucker was explosive. He had it all, bro. So yeah, I would definitely take any moment from Kobe if I had the chance.
Yeah, I just love how smooth Jordan played, man. I love how, ah, man, he just made it look so easy.
Confidence, bro. When he bites the tongue and shit when he's jumping, like yeah, bro. That would have to be a moment.
Yeah, I feel like they're
Yeah,
gonna make it one day, man. I'm
you,
telling you.
zoom in on the tongue too.
yeah. I think they will probably be super strategic about that, bro. Because we're talking about like if you can own a Michael Jordan moment in this shit, that's like
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
if we've
That's
seen what these LeBron moments are
huge.
going for. Imagine they because again they would probably be one. It would probably be one of those where they might be the platinum with a platinum ice or Genesis, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
bro. That
it'll
would
be
be
super. It would be super minted,
it
bro.
would be super rare, bro. Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
10 of them or something, 5 of them.
Bro, how sick would we be if they release an MJ moment and it's like a layup on the second quarter
That would
of
be
like a
sick. That'd be sick. It has to be it would have to be like when this dude won the with the chip against the Utah Jazz and shit.
That'll be a good quick flip, though.
Yeah, yeah, right? Like,
Yeah,
yeah. First MJ had that like wanna give 50,000. Yeah, here you go, bro.
Yeah,
You
just
got it.
yeah, bro. Honestly, that would probably be a moment where you probably see ridiculous like
like a
prices being
stupid.
thrown to the day. But then again,
Yeah.
right, we've even seen, recently you sent me like a rare that sold for like $5, right? So there would also be that idiot, right? That
Oh
Oh
my
they just
yeah.
wanna
god.
they just wanna throw terror into the
It
marketplace.
was a legendary, by the way.
That
Out of
was the
99.
that was the Ja
Oh
Morant.
my god.
Ja Morant.
Oh my god.
Yeah. R.I.P. to that guy.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah, bro. I don't know
Christ,
what the
man.
I don't know what he drank that day, but whatever, man.
It must have been good, bro.
But yeah,
Shit.
bro. On that note, first of all, yo, Shhmoove, I just want to thank you, bro, for coming on the episode. It was really nice seeing you talk about the NFT music side of things because I definitely don't know any of that. So yeah, bro, it's cool having you on, man.
Appreciate you
Pre-
guys having me, man. Thank you guys. It's been
Thank you,
fun.
NFT
brother.
City. Nah, you were gonna say, go ahead, bro.
No, I said it's been fun, man.
Oh,
It's been. I've had a good time talking to you guys about all this.
fire.
Yeah, it was definitely cool. But yo, again, yo, Dom, always good talking to you as well. But another good episode, episode 10.
Peace.
Peace.